replay viewers, all the viewers, welcome viewers. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been absolutely anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me today. And I don't take that for granted. I appreciate that more than you know. So come on in, come on in. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your name. Let's get to know each other. Let's chat because we have a lot. When I say a lot to discuss this evening, it's all, it's all the things. It's all the things. But I will start off by saying my name is Tanjanika. My friends and clients call me Tangi. I'm so excited to meet you. I talk about all things global news and global sports. And today we have interesting news to share, interesting updates, a lot of a lot of things are transpiring globally that I want to share with you, and it's a full house. We're going to get started immediately because I don't believe in wasting nobody's time. We're only here for an hour. We're here for a good time. Do you hear me while we're here? And so I hope to educate you and uplift you. Make sure you like, share, follow. Make sure you do the hearts while you're in here, all that good stuff, because tonight's a doozy. Now, I will start off by giving a disclaimer. I'll do another disclaimer in the middle part, but I am not listen, I'm not giving, first of all, I'm not giving financial or legal advice. I'm not doing that. And I'm also telling you about things, but I want you to do research on your own. I want you to look up all the things that I'm talking about today and prepare for your own personal journey of what you're going to do for February 17th. And we're going to get into all of that. But I just want to preface this by saying that I'm not like a spiritual guru, leader, or any of that stuff. I don't be doing all that. Okay. I just know that if all of these things are happening on one day, which is February 17th, which is what we're going to talk about today, there's got to be power in that. There's got to be something in that. So we're going to talk about that. But okay, so we got, first things first, let's talk about let's start off with ice because I want to tell y'all about ice. Hey boo, hey. I want to start off with some funny stuff because this is funny. This is actually hilarious. Did y'all see Ice in Milan? They shouldn't have took their ass out there. They should not have gone out there to Milan. Why would ICE go to another country? They got it good over here. They're able to do what they want over here. Why would they think that they could take that shenanigans on the road? I don't know. But ICE is actually getting their ass whooped in Milan. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about actually getting jumped in the street. There's this video of this man rolling. I'm talking about tumbling on the ground, trying to get away from a mob of people. And he is ICE. He has been identified and confirmed as United States Immigration Custom Enforcement. And when I tell you Italy is not playing the radio with them, they say, this ain't that. This ain't that. We laying hands. We're blessing you in real time, hands on. He couldn't get up. And nobody could save him. He got his ass whooped. He on the ground just fighting for his life. And it's not funny. But what I'm saying, do unto others. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've always been like that. Do unto others. And so therefore, I have zero. I have nothing for the ICE agents who decided to go over to another country and think shit was sweet. I didn't think it was a good idea. I don't know who authorized it. I don't even know where the budget is coming from. Where is the budget for ICE? And you know where it's coming from? The big beautiful bill. I forgot. It's coming from the big beautiful bill. So they got all this money to travel, wreak havoc domestically, and then go internationally. And they say, you know what? The buck stops here in Milan, Italy. Baby, it wasn't a good idea to take the show on the road. And when I tell you I saw that video, I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. If somebody gonna do it. Because it clearly ain't us. It clearly ain't us. Because it was Super Bowl weekend. And we saw what we did. Record-breaking numbers. Record-breaking numbers for the Super Bowl halftime show. And I get now, mind you, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the halftime show. I didn't watch any. I didn't want damn parts of it. So I asked myself. I said, where could I go where I can guarantee the game will not be played? And my spirit said the spa. And I'm no better than you. I'm not saying that I'm better than you because I chose to support a chain, and I should have went to a mom and pop masseuse, but I needed something. Like I needed to get away, you know? I needed to get away. I love you. I needed to get away. So I went to the spa and there was only 2 men present at the spa, and I love that. And they were security. I love that. I thought that was great. I thought that was great. Okay. Make sure y'all share this out, please. So, okay. So, but what I did see, this is what I did see from the game that I thought was insane. They were talking about the commercials. And again, I didn't watch any of the game. I didn't watch the Super Bowl halftime show. I didn't watch any of it. So I didn't know what was going on. But when I saw the commercial for the Ring camera and they was trying to, and it's always a bigger picture. Come on in and sit down. Sit down, because we got a lot to unpack tonight in a very short amount of time, and we're going to get to it quickly. The Ring camera, you see how they tried to trick you with the dog? You know why? Because they know that dogs pull on American heartstrings more than humans. Do you know they should have used children if they were really, if it was supposed to really be helpful and not be for the sinister act that they're going to use the neighborhood surveillance for? Why wouldn't they use children? Because that's who's missing for real. But no, y'all value dogs so much because people have gone to jail for them. People have gone to jail for animals, but not gone to jail for humans. Do you see the disconnect? And do you see why they were so comfortable using a dog in the commercial and not a child? And not a human, not a person that actually, like your grandmother, elderly. There's so many places they could have went with that Super Bowl commercial, but they chose to pick a fucking dog. Knowing they playing in your face. I'm so tired of them playing in your face and y'all allowing it. I never had Alexa. I never see, and this is the thing. I said this on my Instagram. If you're not following me, you should. I said this. I'm like 100-0 when it comes to conspiracies at this point. I didn't get the jab. I'm pure blood. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't play with none of y'all for none of the reasons that y'all said that we should play with y'all. I didn't do the Alexa thing. I didn't do the Meta glasses. Something in my spirit always tells me just wait. Just wait it out and just see what you just walking around telling on people. Just telling on people. Okay. No, it's fine. I'm just saying that commercial was so disturbing to me, and I did not watch the game. I did not watch any part of it in real time, so I don't even know about any of that. What I do know is they are telling you exactly how they're going to use the software. They're going to ping every Ring door camera in that area. And they already have a contract with Palantir, and they already got a contract with the police. But they gonna find your dog. They gonna find your goddamn dog. Do you understand what I'm saying? They gonna find your fucking dog. This is insane. This is insane. That happened. So I thought that was extremely interesting. I found that also what was extremely interesting is that we had more outrage for the Cardi B Stefan situation than we did these goddamn files. And I don't like that. I don't like that. We had more media attention. And so I found out today that the media is not covering anything. They're not covering anything. They're not putting it on. And I said, oh, that makes so much sense, because I'm talking to people and I'm like, the level of depravity, the amount, the things in the pages, you got to read them. Like, did you hear about this? Did you hear? And they don't know particulars. They don't even, and so it makes sense, because if all you watch is traditional news, you will not get the information that you need to make an accurate decision or assessment of how awful society is right now. And I'm talking about the global society. I'm going to keep it moving. What also I saw from the Super Bowl is Jake Paul. It's always a bigger picture. Always a bigger picture. Always a bigger picture. And I want to talk to you about that, because Jake Paul is a white guy who's a boxer who moved to Puerto Rico because he did not want to pay American taxes. Puerto Ricans cannot vote in general elections, in the presidential elections. So he doesn't even have the right to vote. But he's so upset that Bad Bunny, who is an American, who also happens to be a Puerto Rican, did the halftime show. We're upset for no reason. He's an American. But the fact but the whole show was apparently in Spanish. I still ain't seen it, so I don't know. But apparently the whole show was in Spanish. So he said he was going to boycott. He said, purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can just do whatever they want without consequences, which equals viewership for them. You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing who publicly hates America. I cannot support that. He called that man a fake American citizen. He's Puerto Rican. He's American. There's nothing fake about that. Geographically, that's just not fake. They are American, and he moved there so he could not pay American taxes. It's just the irony. If you don't break it down, it'll just right over past your fucking head. It'd be so funny and so ironic and so like. And I bet you have Puerto Rican housemaids. I bet you have Puerto Rican cooks. I bet you got Puerto Rican landscapers. But you over there, you don't want him to perform at the Super Bowl, but you over in his backyard. And that be the thing. That be the thing. That's it. And that checks out for me. That checked out for me. It did. I thought that was brilliant, Jake Paul. He said, if you're publicly criticizing ICE who are doing their job and openly hating on America, I'm going to speak on it. When did having an opinion about anything mean that you hate it? I don't get that, and that didn't make no sense either. It is the irony. None of the other tweets that he did. It was the actual irony of him living in Puerto Rico but not wanting a Puerto Rican to do the Super Bowl. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was extremely brilliant. That was great. We're keeping it moving. We're keeping it moving. I want to tell y'all about, they say the little kid that was given a Grammy was the kid that was taken by ICE. Was that the 5-year-old kid? That might make sense, actually. Now that I'm looking at his face, that might make sense. That might check out. Either way, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just saying, like, all of it was very interesting to me. I heard that he had all of the Caribbean flags. I thought that was important and I thought that was dope. I just don't get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like that, if I thought we should have boycotted it, the fact that we didn't lets me know that the World Cup will still happen because y'all can't stop shit. So I'm going to get my money regardless. So anyway, the World Health Organization, I want y'all to know, since we left, and when I say we, the United States, since the United States, I gotta stop. Let me calm down because I gotta say this right. Since the United States left the World Health Organization, this has transpired. Japan scientists have used regenerative medicine to restore motor function in paralyzed patients. Japan scientists have used regenerative medicine to restore motor function in paralyzed patients. In China, scientists have reversed Alzheimer's in mice. This has happened for the first time in 100 years that Alzheimer's may very well be reversible because of this progress in science. In Vietnam, doctors use stem cells to cure leukemia. In Brazil, researchers have discovered an earwax test that may be able to detect cancer before tumors form in your body. In Korea, scientists have reversed colon cancer. In Mexico, Mexican scientists have successfully eliminated HPV. In Cuba, doctors have developed a lung cancer vaccine. And in Russia, they've announced that there's a new cancer vaccine that's 100% successful in clinical trials. And other places have found out how to regrow teeth, how to regrow it. All this has happened since we left, since the United States ignorant ass left. We're not embarrassed enough. That's what it really boils down to. The way we have stifled innovation, the way we have held a thumb on progress and just held it down, just suffocated it, just no, because and what it's a bigger picture is because you want black people to lose so bad. Because all the inventions, I don't make the rules. I don't even make the rules. The rules aren't even mine. 90% of the inventions, I don't even care. I'll say 96%. Because you don't want us to patent, trademark, get credit. We can't, and so y'all don't. That be the gag. We can't, so y'all don't. Do you understand? And so people around the world, you'll see it. I travel. I've only been to 13 countries. I know that's not a lot, but I know some people who haven't been to one. So all I'm saying is I travel. And what I'm saying is the innovation in transportation around the world. And then you come back to the United States and you just don't. You don't even know. You don't even know. Do you understand? The innovation in food, the innovation in community and family, and the way they raise their children. Just pouring into the babies. Just making sure they got a schedule and that they have extracurricular activities, they have clean air to breathe, they have great substance at lunch, making sure that no child is hungry, making sure that, they get back and forth to school, making sure that the mom has mental health care. Ever since we left, how embarrassing. That's crazy. Whose fault is it? Is it ours for stopping them? Is it theirs for letting us stop them? Is it like, whose fault is this? How are you not able to say this out loud before the pharmaceutical company left the World Health Organization? Because that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what really happened. So why weren't you allowed to say how corrupt are we? How evil are we? Oh. Okay. Moving right along. We're gonna move right along because UK gossip. Let's talk about it. Because let me tell you something. They're all trifling. It ain't even just us. What's so great about me is I'll talk about us, I'll talk about them, I'll talk about everybody. Do you understand? And so I watched a documentary about Princess Diana, and I'm a girl's girl, I will say that. And I also I can read body language really well, pick up on energy very well, and I didn't like the way she was treated. I didn't like it. And when Princess Diana decided to get the hell on because she didn't like the way she was treated, either they fucking killed her. I don't like shit like that. I'm biased. I don't like it. Especially since you and homegirl been bumping since the beginning. Like, y'all been trifling. You shouldn't even marry her if you got this old bag in the back. Do you understand what I'm saying? But he didn't. He did marry Princess Diana. And then when she moved on, he didn't like that shit. And they did what they had to do. Okay, so this week. Okay, so what happened was he ends up marrying the woman he cheated on Princess Diana with. And so she's the queen consort. The queen consort means that if something happens to the crown, she's just queen by marriage. She's not queen by blood. Meaning, if they If he dies, she not gonna get the throne. She not gonna get the throne. She's queen consort. Do you understand? So it's very important that we understand that. So Princess Diana was murdered, and she had a whole bunch of stuff, obviously, right? That the crown still had. And one of them was, there's several rumors going around. So I'll say alleged to all of it. It's several rumors, but all of them juicy, and I love it. I love it. May it all tumble down. May it all go to hell. Do you understand? May it all go to burning ashes. I don't give a fuck, because all of it's trifling. So they was supposed to release Princess Diana's dossier. Her dossier was letters that she wrote to her children about what was going on during that time. And in 30 years, they were going to read it. It's 30 years. It's 30 years. So her dossier was coming out. Then some stuff around the palace just walked away. It just grew legs and walked away. And the only shit that walked away was Princess Diana stuff. One of the alleged things that walked away was some earrings, some diamond earrings. Come to find out, Camilla, who is the queen consort now, King Charles' wife, she done gave the shit to her fucking son, and he done gave the earrings to her best friend. I beg your finest fucking pardon. And the girl that came into the palace like, they was like, where you get them earrings from? She was like, oh, these are a gift. A gift from who? Those are Princess Diana's earrings, because it ain't like you can't tell Princess Diana earrings. It ain't like you can't tell Princess Diana earrings, okay? So they was like, where you get them earrings from? And she was like, they were a gift. Come find out, they do the digging, they do the searching. The son going around showing his ass. He's a food critic, but he wants to be the man in them streets. Do you understand? So he's like, you better put me in this. You better put me in this. And so he's wielding power. Like, my mom is the queen. He's leaving consort out, but it doesn't matter. Semantics, right? Semantics. So he's like, my mom is the queen, so you got to do this for me. So he's going around blackmailing people. He's acting a fucking fool, right? So they stealing stuff out of the palace. And then, remember when Meghan Markle was like, they was talking shit about my babies, how dark they gonna be? I knew that shit was true. I have intuition. You can't have an all-white monarchy and then you get a drop of black in there and then everybody's cool. Like, I don't even know where, I'm not even a Meghan Markle fan. I don't give a fuck about none of these people. I am a realistic human being, and I've been a black woman all my life. Do you understand? There's absolutely no way you have all this hierarchy power that thinks they're better than thou. Really aren't. Genuinely aren't. I can't stress that enough. But think they are. And you get somebody that then got close enough to them to infiltrate their family in some type of way, dilute the blood. I never thought that would go well. I never thought. So when they left, I was like, kudos to them, right? Then, remember when Kate got sick? I was like, what the fuck is Kate, for real? After a certain while, I remember they was like, where is Kate? Where is Kate? She hasn't been seen. And I was like, Kate minding her fucking business. But then after a while, I was like, whoa, where is Kate? No, seriously, is she dead? Like, is she? Then she just popped up out of nowhere. They say Camilla was behind the scenes, causing a commotion between Kate and Meghan Markle, and that they think that she was about to do something to Prince William. Not plotting. All of her royal credentials have been stripped. Her and her son. They have ended her royal power forever. That don't sound like they done changed up the security team. They done changed Prince William's schedule. Oh, this is juicy good. I told y'all that with Charlie and Erica Kirk, because I said I've worked with white people. When I tell you, number one, I have white friends. Happy Black History Month. Anyway, my clients are white. And so I know how they are for real in real life. And when money is involved, and when I say a lot of money, I ain't even talking about like I'm talking about when money is involved, I need you to go. I'm so tired. You are holding up the line. You are in the way. I said that. I said that. And so this is what's happening. Apparently, another rumor is that she wants her son to be next in line for the throne. He'll never be next in line for the throne. I don't even know where that came from because there's Prince Williams, then there's Prince Harry, then that's their children. Do you understand? He'll never be in line for the throne. But she has the delusion, and she's been plotting on the throne since she got in it. She's been plotting since Diana, and this is why, and it's full circle. Let's bring it around. This is why you can't turn a hoe into a housewife for real. This is exactly why you should have left her thought as she cheated on her husband to be with you. She already had a son out of, like, from her first marriage. That's why you shouldn't have that's why you don't deal with baby mamas and baby daddies. Do you understand? It's a bigger picture. You should have had, Princess Diana ain't have no children. She gave you 2 heirs. You ain't do her right. You ain't do her right. But this heifer over here with the son from the first marriage who she really loved, but she really wanted the throne, she knew exactly what to do, and now she plotting to kill your ass. Right up under the nose. Right up under the nose. I love it. I love that type of scandal. Do you understand me? I love that type of book. Page Turner. Page Turner. Love it. I'm so here for that. I'm so here for that. Not facts. It all boils down to money. It all boils down to money. And so once you get that, once you understand that, you understand their motives, their thoughts. Princess Diana wasn't all about money. She came from money. That shit didn't impress her. You acting funny ain't impressing her. That's why she went and got another dude, and they did not like that shit. The optics. It's always the optics in that world. Do you understand? The optics. That's why they moved that guy that was in the Epstein files to another house. They stripped him of his title, but he can still live on the palace lands. He can still have butlers. He can still have services. He can still do all the things, but he just can't have a title. Who the fuck cares about the title at that point? He old as fuck. They're disgusting. They're all disgusting. And we're acting like, I don't like it. We're acting like they're not the Fire Nation and there's no war in Ba Sing Se, and I don't like it. I don't like it. We're acting like there's no war in Ba Sing Se. No, for real, we're really acting like that. Okay, so I just need y'all to know, and that brings me to February 17th, because that's probably why some of y'all are here. Okay, let's talk about that, because there's other stuff, but I feel like I really want to just really spend time on February 17th, because and I'm saying this because I'm watching Avatar over. I am watching Lovecraft Country, and I'm reading the book, and the book is totally different from the show, which I love. I love both of them, but it's also exciting. And February 17th is insane. It's the most insane. I think it's one of the most spiritually insane days of the year. And there is no coincidence that all of these things are happening on the same day, in the same week, in the same month, and we are not supposed to harness this energy for something. I do not believe that all of these things will happen at this time, and we are not supposed to take inventory of what is transpiring and what we want to change and how we want to move forward, because we are now being shown that we are ruled by actual demons. They are eating and fucking the children, and we cannot continue to have that. Like, that's not a society I want to be a part of at all, ever. I don't want no parts of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So February 17th is a reset. This is when the sun, the moon, and the earth align. The sun, the moon, the earth align. This is the first solar eclipse of an 18-month cycle, and this season lasts the entire month of February. This is also a ring of fire eclipse. What that means. Now, I also will preface this. I'll say this again. I said it in the beginning. I don't know what I'm telling you, what I've read. I don't know what any of it means. I'm not one of them spiritual people. I don't do tarot cards. I'm not one of those readers. I don't do none of that shit. I get those things done to me, but I don't do those, okay? I'm just telling you where all the power will be and how I think we can maneuver it. That's what I'm here for today. I'm just a guide, okay? I want you to research what matters to you, whether it is the religious part, whether it is is the spiritual part. Whatever matters to you, you research it. So the sun, the moon, the earth align. This is the first solar eclipse of an 18-month cycle. This is a ring of fire eclipse. That means 96% of the sun will be covered, and it will just have a ring, an energetic ring of fire around it that can be harnessed and redirected in whatever powerful way you believe that it should be. It is also the Lunar New Year's Day, which is also the Chinese New Year. So that coincides. This is the Chinese New Year. For Chinese New Year, and I'll tell you that in a minute. This is also the year of the fire horse. This is a 60-year cycle. This hasn't happened for 60 years. The year of the fire horse, okay? This is significant. We're coming out of the snake, apparently, and we shed some stuff. It was a year of 9, and that's completion. I am repeating shit that I've heard, and it all makes sense to me, but I don't know for real, okay? It was a completion, and the shed the skin of the snake, and we're going into the fire horse, and this hasn't happened for 60 years. It is also Ramadan. Ramadan is an Islamic holiday, and is considered one of the holiest months of the year for Muslims. It is also Lent. Lent is, I believe, Jewish. Lent is a 40-day solemn Christian season of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, beginning on Ash Wednesday and ending before Monday, Thursday, or Holy Thursday. It's Ramadan, Lent, Mardi Gras, New Moon, Chinese New Year, first solar eclipse, and it's a ring of fire eclipse. You can't tell me all that ain't crazy. You cannot tell me all that don't mean something. I don't know, but I know. And when I say when our powers combine, if we're all, I don't care what religion you are. I was reading this book today. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I was reading this book, and I was looking for something specific. And I didn't see it in there, but this is what I did read. This explains why all religions, seemingly different, have a common nucleus of similarity: belief in God, belief in immortality, and a code of ethics. Belief in God, belief in immortality, and a code of ethics, because they all got it from the same place, okay? I say all that to say, if you Jewish, Muslim, I observe Ramadan, and I am not Muslim. I am not religious at all. You can't make me go back. You won't make me go back. But what I do understand is several things. This is my 4th year that I'll be observing Ramadan, and I'll just tell you from a non-Muslim my experience with it. First of all, I genuinely believe, and I'm not a doctor, so don't do whatever works for your body. I don't believe in eating 3 meals a day. I believe your body needs a chance to fast and get rid of the shit that you had before, and you're not even hungry. I realized when I was observing Ramadan my negative relationship to food. I would eat when I'm bored. I would eat when I'm just sitting around, or if I would just eat for no reason. I really wasn't even hungry. I was just eating. I literally was just, what's in here? And you just open the thing and you'll look for stuff, and I'd be like, and I just grab it and I'll just eat for no reason. But when I realized that I get up before sunrise and I eat, and I don't eat all day, I don't drink any water, I'm not chewing any gum, I'm not doing any of that, I am not hungry by sunset. I'm still not. I gotta force myself to eat because it's not a big deal. And I didn't lose energy. I didn't lose sleep. I still was in a good mood. I was more clear. I had more clarity. That's what helped me. My skin was clear. My body looked good. I love the way I look naked. It just was a 10 out of 10 for me. Do you understand? It did the thing for me. It did what it needed to do for me. Okay? So I believe in, at a minimum, fasting, and it put me on a schedule because I live my life the way I live my life. Do you understand? I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And I know that's a blessing. I really recognize that. But, it'll put me on a schedule where I'm waking up early in the morning. I'll have that time to myself. I was waking up between, I would say, 4 and 5, and I'll have that. The world is so quiet. Oh my God. If you've never heard the silence of the world during that hour, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. It just feels like a cleansing energy in that era, in that time frame between 3 and 6 a.m. It's just so quiet and you can think, and it's like, yeah. So I would get up, I'll eat, and I'll get work done, and I'm laser focused because during that time I have things that I'm actually focusing on. And this particular Ramadan, there's several things that I'm giving up. Several things. Do you understand? And should I say it out loud? Because it's for me. I don't know how it really works. I don't know the rules. I don't know if you're supposed to tell people or you're not. It's like a wish. But all I know is you have your own personal journey and I have mine. And I know exactly what I'm going to do for mine. And I know where I'm trying to go. And during Ramadan, I catapult. Whatever I'm trying to do for the year, I'm focused on it because of just that schedule, that time frame, my body being rejuvenated, all that good stuff. So that's what Ramadan does for me. And I don't know if Lent is like that, but I just feel like the body should be fasting. And if you don't have any medical conditions, if you're not pregnant, and if you're not a child and you don't have to eat on a schedule, I really advise you to look into fasting, or observing Ramadan, and you do not have to be Muslim. You do not have to be Jewish, I don't think, to do Lent. I don't know. I don't know what you gotta do for that. All I know is if we're all concentrating on the direction that we want the world to head in, because right now this simulation sucks. I don't like it. I don't like this simulation at all. I want to change it, and I think that that's what February 17th is. I think that is a time frame where we're like, okay, for me personally, the world that I want to be in, nature is important. I just don't want to poison the soil that we have to eat out of. I don't want to poison the skies. I don't want my water poisoned. I would like to be able to, use herbal medication without it being a crime. No, I don't want to pop a pill. I don't. I'm not a pill popper. I'm sorry. I don't want some shit you made in a lab. I feel like that tree out there that has been working for 100 years is fine with me. That works. And you based your pill off that plant. And that's I don't see if we get back to basics. Why would I want the secondary product when I can just get the primary product? I just want the primary product, personally, okay? I would like us to have 4 seasons. I would like us to stop fucking with the weather. When we go forward, February 17th and beyond, I would like us to stop fucking with the weather. I would, me personally. I don't know how y'all feel, but I just want my 4 seasons back. And I don't know, but summer, winter, spring, and fall work for me. That I was cool with that. I was this random snow Arctic that don't make no sense, that I ain't never been heard of, that y'all just made up because y'all did some harp shit. I don't want to do. I don't want that. Okay, I don't want that. I feel like innovation with an asterisk. Innovation with an asterisk. I feel like there should be some parameters, but if your innovation is for the betterment of humankind, why have we stifled that? Why have we stifled that? Why once we left the World Health Organization, now everybody can live from cancer. Now everybody can reduce Alzheimer's. I mean, I'm just sure some people could have benefited from that, and I just want us to continue that type of innovation. Do you understand? I just want us to continue that type of innovation. I would like us to community build. I want us to worry about public transportation. I want us to worry about the homeless. I want us to worry about veterans. I want us to worry about mental health. I want us to worry about training. Everybody needs training. The firefighters, the police officers, the doctors, everybody need training. Everybody go back to training. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do. Everybody need training for something. I feel like we could pay teachers more. I don't even have any children. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I feel like we could pay teachers more. I feel like we could raise decent, civilized human beings who give a fuck about everybody. I feel like we could do that and they still be prosperous. Everybody still make like whatever. I feel like we could still do that. And so in this next iteration of humanity, I think we can agree that that's the benefit of all. And And I feel like this is a great way to do it on February 17th. Also, this is so okay. This next part, I really am repeating what I heard, but this is Aries in 0 degree alignment. That means it's in the first degree in the zodiac, and this is the beginning. So this is Aries, Neptune, Saturn. They're all together. This hasn't happened for 300 years. They really don't even have anything in history recorded about this time frame because this never happened before. I think that's huge. That has to mean something. That has to mean something. So again, the solar eclipse is in the sign of Aquarius. And February 13th is when Saturn enters Aries. That means action, movement. Let's fucking go. That type of energy. February 20th, Saturn, Neptune conjunction, opposite planets. One is logic and intuition, or logic and intuition coming together. This only happens in 36-year cycles. And then February 26th is Mercury retrograde, Venus and Mercury. They were in Pisces, so that was romance and intuition. And I know this for me, I know going forward, I want no more negative lessons in love. I'm cool on that. So I know I'm manifesting that. I don't believe love should hurt. I don't believe love should be painful. I don't believe love should be whatever the fuck y'all are parading love to be out here. I don't want none of that. That's not what my husband would do. I don't want none of that. I believe that you can have, ups and downs, but the ups and downs can be like, I don't want that food compared to that food. They're not you making me cry in a corner and making me feel bad. So no more negative lessons in love. For politics, for a reset. We can all collectively come together and say we want term limits, we want age restrictions, we want zero lobbying, we want the electoral college gone, we want the popular vote to stand. Voting on Discord or another updated way to vote. Not necessarily on Discord. I just saw that another country did that. They voted their president in on Discord. So something equivalent. I believe in states' rights. I believe everyone should move to the state that gives them the rights that they want. I believe that. I believe we all should collectively go to the state that don't have a target, that don't have some shit that we don't want to support or whatever we want to choose to do. But in this next set, we do it. I believe in that. I believe we all need to collectively cast this evil out. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. We need to collectively use our powers to absolutely cast whatever this is out. Do you understand? So you're observing Lent and Ramadan together potentially? No, I'm observing Ramadan only. I don't even know what Lent is. I'm not observing Lent at all. Thank you for asking and clarifying. I'm only observing Ramadan. But Lent happens on the same day. So I'm just saying if someone else is observing Lent and we're observing Ramadan, all of those powers are still asking for the same three things. We have a code of ethics. We have, what did I say? I said a belief in God, belief in immortality, and a code of ethics. And your God can be Allah, it can be Jesus, it can be Buddha, it can be, I don't care who your God is. Pray to him to cast this evil out. Do you understand? And one thing that also that I saw on Avatar, The Last Airbender, it said to bend another's energy, your own spirit or your own energy must be unbendable or you will be corrupted and destroyed. And I believe that. I believe any type of pinky toe into whatever world that they're trying to make us think is normal will corrupt us. And I have to speak up. Like, I want to be in a world where children are safe. I want to be in a world where women are safe. I want to be in a world where humanity is safe. Men are safe. Black men are safe. I want to be in a world where black women are safe. And I feel like that shouldn't be too much to ask. I don't even understand what the hell is going on. The fact that we're not even pouring into the new future, we're not even pouring into the future. I was looking at something else. Let me show y'all this. Because a teacher got online and she was just talking about all the things that they don't do in school anymore. And I was like, oh, that's why y'all ass can't read. In high school, they no longer have lockers. So we used to put our books in the locker, but they don't have books anymore. I didn't know this. Baby, I ain't got no children. Y'all won't never see no child out of me. Y'all don't have books and wonder why children can't read. Riddle me that. Riddle me that. They don't have lockers. They have communal areas with like rolling iPad charging stations. We're a joke. We're a joke as a society. And when she said this, they don't have lockers, they don't have books. They only have Chromebooks and chargers. They don't have computer labs anymore because everyone has their own Chromebook. They don't use Scantrons anymore. Everything is on the computer. So that's why they don't know how to write. So that's why they don't know how to write in cursive. And mind you, writing in cursive is using the left and the right side of your brain. Wow. They don't know how to write a first draft, a second draft, or a final draft. I don't know what we expected. I genuinely don't know. This is basics. This is basics. I don't know whose brilliant idea that was, but it's working. Somebody specifically doesn't want the new generation to be smart because they're bold. If they were bold and smart, because the fact that people can't read because they don't have books that makes sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, also, let's talk about this because this is happening. This week, there was another legislative race in Louisiana that the Republicans lost. They lost by 62% in Louisiana. I need you to let that sit in your spirit because I've been telling y'all they are terrified. That's why they want to do all the things that they're doing. And I don't believe in none of this anymore. I think all of it is so evil. It needs to be dismantled. But I also believe that everything dismantled. I also believe that everything we need to come from multiple angles, right? I believe in the spirituality portion of it. I believe that politically we need to come out in droves, that it's overwhelming, clear that we don't stand for none of this. So that's the midterms. I believe that we all need to individually pray and fast. I believe we all need to come together as a community and look out for ourselves because they clearly aren't of like-minded individuals. 62%. This lady named Martinez beat the Republican Louisiana 60th representative district. So that's in Louisiana. They have lost 26 seats. They have flipped 26 Republican seats to Democrat. They're terrified. This is about to be the biggest blue wave. And that's crazy because we didn't like the last set, but we know we can't like this set. Like we know we can't. In this new February 17th reset, we need a government because it's both sides. Both sides are in those documents. I need y'all to know that. So please don't ever get it twisted. But at a minimum, just slow this side down. We got to slow this side down, child. Because y'all, good Lord. Okay? So I need y'all to understand that is what's happening. He won by a landslide in those districts previously. So the fact that they are now Democrat blue and the level at which they lost 62%, that says something. That says a lot, actually. And that's why I know all these things are happening in conjunction. Like, we want something totally different. Our children deserve something totally different. Our grandchildren, everything. And if we don't say stand up now, fight now, I believe all of this is happening. The monarchy in the UK is falling. Paris is falling. The US, all of it. Like, there's absolutely, Israel's losing their hold. Like, everything is happening at this time in history for a reason, because this is the biggest scandal in history, in US history. Do you understand what I'm saying? In global history, in global history, and no one's talking about it to the level that we should be talking about it. That lets me know people are still trying to suppress it, and people. That's how I know this level. Oh, we about to win-win. So I know exactly what I'm praying for. I know exactly what I'm asking for. Whether it's God, universe, ancestors, whatever your divinity is, whatever you believe in, pray to it. Ask for help, cause this got to be washed out. All of it. Our children are not safe. Y'all children ain't safe. I was looking at, just remember those 300 girls that got kidnapped in Africa from Oprah's school. Like, where are those girls? Where are those girls? The signs have always been there, and we have ignored, and now is blatantly in our face. And at this point in time, we cannot sit back on the sidelines and just act like life is gonna move on. The fuck? No, it's not. It cannot possibly. It cannot possibly. It has to, like, this is insane. So, February 17th, just to recap, and just in case you just got here, it's a major, major day. The sun, moon, and earth will align. It's the first solar eclipse. This is a ring of fire eclipse. This is a lunar new year. This is a Chinese new year. This is the year of the fire horse that hasn't happened in 60 years. This is Ramadan. This is Mardi Gras. This is a new moon. This is Aries in 0-degree alignment. This is Neptune, Aries, and Saturn together. This hasn't happened for 300 years. There's a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius, February 13th. Saturn enters Aries. February 20th, Saturn, Neptune conjunction. These are opposite planets. That hasn't happened for 36 years. And then February 26th is Mercury retrograde. Venus and Mercury were in Pisces. We left the snake. We going to the fire horse. Take this energy, use it, wield it into a positive direction. And that's what I'm going to do. I think this is going to be amazing. I know exactly how I'm going to do it and what's going to happen in my world. And I want that for y'all as well. If you have any questions, I will Google it. I will look it up. I will ask spiritual advisors. I will get ready. They said do not sweep because you're sweeping blessings out the door for February 17th. They said don't cut or wash your hair because you're washing blessings out your hair. They said don't wash clothes because this is Chinese. They said don't wash clothes because it's like the god of water and you're wasting water. So what that told me is do all my cleaning on the 15th. That's what that told me. I don't know about none of them rules, but I know if I clean up and do a deep clean on the 15th, then I won't be doing all that stuff anyway. And this lasts for the entire month of February. So this is amazing, special, powerful time. Also, they were saying put money in the corners of your room and then deposit it into a bank after the New Year's is over. Do not spend it. Put it in a bank or something like that. So I thought that was interesting as well, so that you can bring in more blessings. I would just research all this stuff, but I'm gonna do it all. I feel like all of it should be done. I don't. It's what you put your intention into, and so and I wanted to look that up because I'll do it on the next one, but basically you're supposed to harness your intentions into what you want it to be, in order for things to come true and your manifestations to come true. So hey Leo, how my love, how are you? So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you all for those hearts. Look at that, we getting there. We getting there. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all could have absolutely been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me today. And I love y'all from the bottom of my tiny baby heart. I would research again, like I say, the things that I talked about today and really get ready for February 17th. It is a spiritual reckoning, it is a spiritual awakening, and it is so powerful that you cannot ignore it no matter what you believe in. I don't care what your area of expertise is, what your religion is, who you believe in. That is going to be a powerful day, and individually and collectively we can harness that power for good. So that's why I wanted to come on here today and talk about it. I go live every Wednesday and every Saturday, and I want to thank y'all for joining me. I've had averaging over 2,000 people per live, which is a big deal for me. So I truly appreciate y'all for coming through and supporting and being here and watching. And I hope I'm offering and giving value. And if I am, make sure you put that in the comments too so that I can know, so I can keep, stay on it. There's a lot more that I want to share with you all, but I want to make sure I keep being consistent. Wednesdays and Saturdays when I go live, we do a middle of the week analysis, and then at the end of the week we round it out and do a wrap up. So I will see you back here on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I think that's it. So I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your week. Be super safe. Get ready for February 17th, and I will see you back here on Saturday.